Having a child with cancer it changes your life. You think that it's something that just happens to you, but it becomes your every minute of every single day. When your child has cancer, it's like a brick in your pocket. It's like a dark cloud over you. You try to go into denial, you try to forget about it, but it follows you everywhere.
The hardest part about having cancer is having to take all the pills.
Light of the World means a whole lot to all of us. Nobody ever wants to volunteer to go into the cancer world, especially kids' cancer. And when you're kind of thrown into it, you don't really know what to do, know what's going on. And Light of the World kind of brought a comfort, just kind of a peace on what it's going to be like, what to look forward to. Life is going to be okay.
Every day waiting for you, darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more.
And I really liked everybody that prayed for me.
Once your child is diagnosed with cancer, you immediately, when you find another mom or family that's been through it, you guys are family, your hearts are connected forever, you love their kids, they love your kids. I didn't know that at the time because I was new to the world, but Mary just came alongside of us. She just, from that very first phone call, just loved me, gave me strength, gave me encouragement, told me more about Light of the World.
Hi, I'm Mary Ricciardi with Light of the World Childhood Cancer Foundation. When your child is diagnosed with cancer, the initial shock and dismay is followed by the reality of the battle. There will be treatments and long hospital stays. There will be huge impact on your family and finances. Your dreams for your child's younger years will be replaced by prayers for their health. Your new normal will press you in ways that you have never imagined.
To me, that is by far the most important thing that she has given me, is I know that I always have somebody in my corner praying for me. And not only praying for Thaddeus, but praying for me as his mom. It's very hard as a mom. This isn't the life that I had envisioned for my son.
As a single mom, having a child with cancer is not something you ever want, and it's not something you ever expect. And it's places like Light of the World that come out of the woodwork that really help you get through every single day. I couldn't do it without them.
If you're financially struggling, as we were, co-pays every day, going to the clinic every day, hospital stays, $450 a stay, those are kind of your immediate needs that need to be met. And her organization, Light of the World, I think is so unique in that way, in the fact that I just filled out her application, and I mean, we needed the funds right then and there. It's kind of, we didn't have any money to take care of our needs.
Light of the World stepped in a couple months later, and they've been amazing, from offering just assistance for the families, these great little comfort coolers that are filled with a lot of amazing things that you would never think of, but they're complete, so when you have to take those last minute trips to the hospitals and stay for more than just a day or two, there's a lot of things that are in there that you would never think about having, so they're really useful. We love our bag. Another thing that they offer is financial assistance. When Kayla was diagnosed in January, a couple weeks later, my job had let me go. It was very emotional at that time. I've got a lot on my plate. My family has, been trying to be supportive with everything that's going on, but you are now worried about financially, how are you going to do different things? Because I was let go, we pay the medical costs of the COBRA expenses. Those things add up. Light of the World stepped in and they offered some financial assistance.
It was within a day she was there with the money that we needed. And it was an answer to so many prayers, because at that time it was like, you hear of those stories where people say, I needed this much money and I didn't know how it was going to happen, and God provided. And that's how it was with Light of the World.
Most of all, Light of the World is just really, it's hard to put into words on how much they mean to so many different families, including us, and we're very thankful that they're here for all of us.
Hi, I'm Brianna Mackey. I'm the Director of Operations for Light of the World Childhood Cancer Foundation. I think like most people, when faced with the issue of childhood cancer, I feel heartbroken and overwhelmed. It's such a sad and devastating issue, and I think so many of us want to know how we can help, how we can truly make a difference for people who are going through that here. So Light of the World was founded by my good friend Mary, and over these many months of serving people in the community, we really honed in on 3 key areas of ways to support families who are dealing with childhood cancer. We focus on practical support, emotional support, and spiritual support. In regards to emotional support, you can imagine that when your child is diagnosed with cancer, it takes a tremendous toll. There's a lot of fear, there's a lot of concern, there's a lot of feeling lost and hopeless and not knowing how to navigate the system. And so we've developed some ways to help support patients and their families. And we do that through support groups for parents, support groups for bereaved parents who have lost a child to cancer. We also do that through comfort coolers. We meet with caregivers, oftentimes moms, right after a child is diagnosed, and we equip them with things that will help them adjust to their new normal and all of the time that they'll spend in medical clinics and hospitals and doctors' offices. This emotional support helps people to know that they're not alone, that there's a community of cancer caregivers and patients here in Southern Nevada, and that they'll work together, we'll work together to get through this. Another key area is spiritual support, because no matter how resolute in your faith you are, you will be impacted by childhood cancer. It's difficult to feel God's presence sometimes when you're going through something that's so hard. So Light of the World offers a 24/7 online prayer community. We honor prayer requests all the time as they come in. We have pastors on call, and we believe that that provides a lot of comfort for people who are going through a dark time. The third area of support is practical support, because no matter how well situated you are, the truth is that you will be impacted by childhood cancer financially. In 2-income households, oftentimes one parent has to stop working to be able to manage all of the doctor's appointments and the treatment schedule. In a single parent household, the world is really turned upside down. We are contacted constantly by families who can't pay for groceries, or they don't have gas to get to clinics or appointments. In worst cases, people can't pay their mortgages or rent or utility bills, and that just shouldn't be the case. We want families to be able to focus entirely on their child's battle, on helping their child to get better. And so we offer practical support in the form of financial grants to families in need. We will also do things like bring blessing boxes to patients and hospitals to help honor special occasions like birthdays, or even just to bring joy. We do this also for siblings, because siblings often are sort of sidelined a little bit in the process of the battle, and so we make sure that the siblings are seen, that their special moments are celebrated. We have holiday events as well. We find that all of these ways just give that extra support that families need when they're dealing with childhood cancer. Overall, we believe that the practical support, the emotional support, and the spiritual support, that 3-pronged approach, is the best way to bring light to the fight against childhood cancer. And the truth is that everything that we do is based on the resources that we have. So we're all volunteer. Everything that we get pretty much goes straight through to helping childhood cancer patients and families in need here in Southern Nevada. So the more that we have, the more we're able to give. And truly that depends on the generosity of donors who want to help be part of bringing light to the fight against childhood cancer.
If you're looking for a place to donate, know this. If you're donating to Light of the World, the donations go directly to the families that are in need right here in our city, Las Vegas, Nevada. We thank you for your support and your donations and for helping us to bring light to the fight against childhood cancer.
When that award left me, it made me feel amazing.
Every day